obviously I'm not creating a climate because it's already in place, but to contribute to that climate, I tried to be doing the same thing, talking to students like I value what they have to say. And if you have a kid that's, I don't know, doing something that you're not impressed with, it's a conversation about, well, why do you think that that wasn't a good choice, rather than get out of my classroom and go sit in the hall.
Yeah.
My understanding of inquiry is that it's, by nature, it's differentiated. So it really just allows every student to investigate whatever idea it is in a way that works for them. This classroom is the perfect example of what, to me, I would envision an inquiry space to be like, because students have the option of not only how they do their work, but where they do their work and in what context and in a way that works for them. They're all still working towards the same goal, but they are explaining how they got there, and they're all different. My role is to be familiar with many different ways of, say, approaching a problem, and possibly present them with lots of different ways to do it. But then it becomes their role to find one that works for them.
What is the thing I think that you find you're doing more often than even like telling them how to do it is?
It's asking them why.
Yeah.
Or to tell me more, or to explain it to me. You can just tell that they have a deeper understanding than if I were to just tell them how to do it and they followed those steps. Yes, I have an understanding of it, but do I have the same understanding of it now that I will, 2 years, 3 years, 10 years down the road? I hope not. Because if I do, then what's the point of being here? Because I've stopped learning, so what am I doing teaching? Reviewing however many assignments they do throughout the course of a day, a week, or a month isn't enough. It's, most of how I know that they know something is through conversation with them, or by watching them as they talk to their peers, or by wandering around the classroom while they're working and just taking in what they're doing. My memories of assessment are, and I think many people's memories of assessment are quizzes, assignments that are being graded and turned back, and that's it. It's done. We're moving on. But that's not real life. You don't just learn 88% of a unit and then, okay, that's great. I know 88% of lights and shadows. I'm going to move on now and never revisit it. That's not real life.
What is your understanding of collaboration and how to contribute to a collaborative community?
Well, I guess what sticks out most for me about collaboration is that the idea that you can take your ideas, throw them into a conversation, and come out with something even better. And I think that's been something that's pretty naturally evolved with us. Like, I'm not sure that either one of us has planned a lesson
exclusively
on our own.
Yeah.
Because we're constantly just going back and forth and talking about, okay, well, what do you think about this? Oh, well, yeah, let's do that, but let's add that into it. Or, like, I think that they could really use this. And the final product, which usually ends up panning out slightly differently even on the day of a lesson, is always way better than what either one of us would have come up with on our own.
Totally.
That's a hard thing, I think, for any person to open themselves up to the idea that they, especially as a teacher, I think, that they don't know everything, or that maybe they don't even know what's going on or where to go. That's hard, and I think it takes a lot of self-confidence to be able to let someone give you feedback or to ask someone for help.
In order to have someone right on top of what it is that you're doing, you have to be willing to acknowledge that it can be better.
Oh, absolutely.
Than what it is.
But it can always be better. That's what, like, don't we say that to our students every single day? Like, when they walk up and say, I'm done, and, well, are you done? Are you ever done? I'm sure if you go back and look at it, there's something that you can make even better.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same with teaching. Like, the minute you think that you have it all figured out, that's the day that you should think about retiring.
Yeah.
I think the most important way and the most authentic way that comes out is, like we've talked about before, like genuinely caring about what they have to say. If I ask them a question, I genuinely want to know the answer because I think I value what they have to offer to the conversation.